In brief calculus, we talk a lot about business applications. So as we learn different types of applications, I'll explain what things mean, but you'll definitely want to take some really good notes on this because you'll probably need to refer back to them. So here we're talking about production levels. So in addition to fixed overhead costs of $500 per day, the cost of producing X units of an item is $2.50 per unit. During the month of August, the total cost of production varied from a high of $1,325 to a low of $1,200 per day. From the high and low production levels, find the high and low production levels during the month. Okay, we're going to go and we're just going to take this little by little. In addition to fixed overhead costs of $500 per day, so in addition to $500, so we're going to have $500 plus some other amount. That some other amount is the cost of producing X units of an item that is $2.50 per unit. So X number of units at $2.50 per unit would be $2.50 times X. So this yellow algebraic expression represents that first sentence. Now during the month of August, the total cost of production, so now this is your cost of production, and this cost of production varied from a high of $1,325, so we're going to put our high on the right, and our low of $1,200 per day on the left. Now it was equal to $1,325 or less than that because it varied, and it was greater than $1,200 or equal to because it actually achieved a low of $1,200 per day. We want to find the high and low production levels during the month, so we need to solve for X. So we're going to subtract 500 from each part of the inequality. I said interval. Inequality. This is moving all over the place. 1,200 minus 500 is 700. And then we'll have 2.50x is less than or equal to 825. So let me just make sure I did my math correctly. 700, 825, very good. Okay, now we're going to divide by 2.50 or 2.5. Now if you have a calculator, you're more than welcome to use it. You're probably going to pick it up right now, but I'm a little lazy. 825 divided by 2.5 is the same thing as 825 divided by 5 over 2. And we know 825 divided by 5 over 2 is the same thing as multiplying by 2/5. So 5 goes into itself once, goes into 8 one time. Now I've got 32, so 5 goes into 32 6 times with 2 left over. So I've got 165 times 2, which would be 330. 330. So 825 divided by 2.5 is 330. I'm going to do the same thing with the 700. Dividing by 5/2 is the same thing as multiplying by 2/5. 5 goes into itself once, goes into 700 140 times. 140 times 2 is 280. So we've got 280 is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to 330. Now what the heck did X stand for? X was the number of units produced, and it was the number of units produced daily. So the number of units produced daily varied from 280 to 330. Now in August, because it wants to know the high and low production levels during the month, in August we have to multiply, that means multiply by 31 days. So our low production is 280 times 31. And I'm going to do that math real quick. 8,680, believe that, right? 8,680 units for August. That's your low. And then your high is 330 times 31. I'll do that math real quick. In a calculator, you get 10,230. So your high is 10,230 units for August. So I'm going to take my highlighter and I'm going to highlight that answer. That's the high, and that's the low on the left. Okay, this next one is one for you to try. Go ahead and press pause and try this one out on your own. Don't let the video keep going. So whenever there's a try, you're going to press pause so that you can actually try it on your own and see if you've got it. When you're ready to check your answer, come on back. Okay, welcome back. You should have set up 1,000 is less than 2.5x plus 500, just shortcutting that $2.50, is less than or equal to 1,500. When you subtract the 500, you should get 500 is less than or equal to 2.5x, which is less than or equal to 1,000. Then we divide by 2.5. We get 200 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 400. And we're in the month of October. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. So 31 days. So I'll even write that down, 31 days in October. And our production levels varied from 6,200 is less than or equal to the number of units in October is less than or equal to 12,400. I had a box there and I lost it. There we go.